life, like that just has just been tough.
And you already
but I write it as if I was writing a page in a novel. And then, I feel like it'd be really cool.
And then you already have the photo for the cover. Because you did that photos. Yeah. Like, that'd be sick. And then that way when you go to events, like I notice, like, you know, everybody who's like gotten farther in these movements, they always have a book.
Yeah, they
So
do.
when they show up to the event, they're like, here's my book. And it's just like a photo of them and their story. And it's like, it's like a whole thing right now. Like I was thinking about writing a book.
Yeah.
Except it would probably only be like 100 pages or something like that, you know?
Yeah, well, I would make mine into almost like a novel, but like it's my life story.
But it's like nonfiction novel.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought of Huck Finn, but I was like, wait, no, that's fiction. That's Mark Twain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're live!
Wait.
On
live?
YouTube.
You guys are live. I didn't realize it was just going to knock you into live.
You guys are live.
That's all right. That's all right.
Totally fine. No, thank you.
Okay. Do we have it live on here?
Yes. Hi. Thank you for your patience, everyone.
Are we on?
I believe we are live. Yes, we are
too?
live on Instagram.
Yes,
Send this video to all your homies because we're going to be watching a lot of Trump stuff.
We're going to be watching a lot of memes.
And
okay.
it's late tonight.
We're watching a lot of political memes because that's just how it goes. We didn't have much, like, we did have a plan where we wanted to do just a bunch of memes and just have a good time. Obviously, we're a little bit late. But I think we should introduce ourselves for those who haven't never seen us. So my name's Ellie.
And I'm Tara.
And welcome to a 180 Shift podcast.
We're so happy to have you all.
We talk about all
with
random
us.
stuff, like literally the most random stuff. We talk about politics, how, spiritual things.
Just all kinds of stuff.
Cultural stuff.
But it's late. It's 10 p.m., so let's get into this.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
I do have my boba.
Yes.
As it always.
And we already talked about how Trump got shot, which was crazy. I mean, the more you think about it, it's like, well, let's just get into the footage. What is the first clip? We got Kirsten helping us tonight. Oh, what the?
Oh.
All right. So this chilling graphic illustrates how close we came.
100% divine intervention. Okay, Tara, what did you think about this? Is this divine intervention?
Well, I even heard someone say, oh, it was a BB gun. It's like, well, then why did the person behind him die? Those
That's
are definitely real bullets.
Yeah.
And I've heard people say it's planned and blah, blah, blah. It's like something, I mean, it's probably one of the most huge marketing things that has happened in a long time, but it's like, I don't believe it was really a planned.
No, I think, you know what? Immediately when I saw the footage, a lot of people think it's planned. Well, specifically, they're saying that Trump was the one who planned it as a whole entire thing. Because he did the whole entire fist raising. But immediately when I saw the footage, I know because he is a businessman.
Yeah.
He is going to bank on this.
Yeah.
I already know Trump. That's Trump's personality. I mean, you saw his
photo with the fist raised in the air.
Yes,
yeah.
and that was perfectly. I knew immediately, transporting myself into his mind when I was watching it live. I was like, okay, he did that to obviously market off of this.
I mean, remember the mugshot thing? Remember the mugshot thing?
Look what happened.
Can we bring it up on the live for everyone?
That's crazy.
It's Radiohead.
Oh my goodness.
Democrats, when they see how close they came to winning. Oh my goodness, that's the thing. You can see the defeat in most Democrats' eyes. I mean, like, what is their best option is RFK. I mean, have you seen Biden lately? Do we have the Biden clip? Everybody look at Biden. It's not pretty. He is like, he's trying to turn this for his favor too, and I think it's obvious, but he wasn't shot at.
Die of a gunshot wound than any other reason. That's stunning and that is sick. An AR-15 was used in the shooting of Donald Trump, just as it was an assault weapon that killed so many others, including children. It's time to outlaw them. I did it once and I will do it again. More children in America.
Somebody give this man his Xanax. My goodness. He's like, I'm not kidding. He's trying, you can tell he's trying to like turn this into a gun violence thing, like trying to work this in his favor for a campaign.
Well, you
it's
know
like you
what?
were not shot at, my guy.
I do know that people in the comment section were saying, well, this is what you get for having no gun control. First of all, that's very insensitive. If we're talking about how insensitive we are with these days with other people, the guy got shot at. You don't have any sort of like, sympathy for the guy.
Do you notice how nothing?
At all. Even the guy who died.
Well, do you even notice too how nobody says anything about like the obvious cold civil war that we're in right now as a country? They make it about the gun rights, so they just continue to participate in the cold civil war.
Well, I think people are so quick to jump into politics and like say like this is about gun control, you see, instead of realizing somebody's life could have been lost and somebody did die in the crowd.
Yeah.
But people are in the comments busy talking about politics.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody said if President Trump died, he would have won still.
I feel like he would. No, I think there was an actual guy who did this where
my gosh.
he died and then people still voted for him and then it went to like the governor, I guess, and then the whole entire
goodness.
house or whatever.
What do we have next? That is so terrible. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, if he would have died, we would have been having a completely different week. Like
I feel like we would have had like
a civil war. There would have been a war. There would have been some sort of backlash. People march. If it would have been like BLM, I feel like
it would have been like that.
Except
when you push somebody,
TLM. No.
America all throughout, and I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking, people say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming. And then I saw people interceding when I saw him winning the presidency through great. The Lord showed me it would go clear into the summer. Great persecution would come on him through the judges and through the law and all these people trying to sue him and all this
from
stuff.
3 months
but there
ago.
would be a stop to it, and things would start to break free come toward the fall. And then I saw him winning the election through the Patriots coming out and voting. And
okay, this is what happens when you have a country that's praying for Trump and praying for this country to be saved. Is you have stuff like this where someone says 3 months ago the exact events that took place on Saturday.
Well,
that's.
You know what? I don't know if I believe in prophets at this moment right now in time, because I think there's a moment where God kind of like takes a step back. Obviously, we have the Holy Spirit right now.
Yeah.
But I don't think he gives us prophets these days. I don't
know. I think prayer is powerful and it can open up doors to the spiritual world.
I think it is powerful.
To God is what I mean.
I don't think when I think of today's world, I always immediately go to demonic forces giving you insight into things. That's what I see. Like, whenever you hear about somebody talking about the future, it's always with demonic like stuff behind it.
I don't know. I disagree though. I've felt the Holy Spirit like warn me about a situation, and then it's like 100% right.
I feel like that's a little different than what this guy's talking about. This was 3 months ago.
And he described the events exactly. And then look, what I will give this guy though is look, he said that he like that Trump is going to have like a whole, like he will become born again Christian, like all of his nonsense, like all of his non-Christian nonsense will go out the window because he had a near life experience.
That happens when somebody dies, like almost dies.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's people that I know who say the same thing, and as well as even President Reagan, he said like he realized that God gave him a second chance because he had a gunshot wound stop within an inch of his heart.
Oh my gosh.
Like that's only divine intervention, and he knows that God still has time for him left here, and he has to accomplish a mission.
Speaking of divine intervention, can we bring up the Pulp Fiction clip?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, hopefully it's not too much cursing. Sorry guys. But I had to bring this one in here because it was just too relevant. It was like, whoa, like everybody's now arguing if it was divine intervention. You have all these Christians trying to figure out what the interference was.
I'm sorry, like the fact that you just barely die.
Yeah. That
shows proof of God.
Yeah. It's a miracle. It's a straight miracle. While Christian's getting that clip up, I should have given him more warning time on that.
You know what's great though?
No.
Actually, there was at my church there was a sermon actually done by a guy named Steve Lawson. He's amazing, guys. You should go look at the recent sermon he just gave, and it was talking about how God still, like, you know, we know that there's a time on us.
Yeah.
We have, in Psalms, it talks about how we have a number of days left on earth. We don't know when, but the reason that God still has you alive is because he has something for you to accomplish. And at the end of life, you know, when you waste your time and you don't actually go do the work you need to, you have less time, but you still have the same amount of work, is what he was talking about.
I don't know, though, because doesn't that kind of, like, diminish our lives into, like, what we accomplish?
No, I don't think so. It's like God has purpose. I mean, God clearly gave us a job to do here on earth, and that was to glorify him and to
I agree with that,
like, share his word, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we have that work here on earth.
Yeah, that's very true.
He didn't give us nothing to do. So, you know, we have stuff to do here.
Well, I think Trump has a really huge calling. Like, between Biden and Trump, Trump's calling seems very, like, legit and real, and Biden's calling day by day seems to get more and more, like, it just looks like prideful to me.
Well, yeah, but God still put him there for a reason.
To lose to Trump, like, in the second term, I think.
I don't know, but I mean, obviously we don't know what God's plan is, but it's just like, he obviously knows what he's doing.
Oh, here we have a comment from Joshua Rodriguez for Assembly 69. His prophecy prediction was pretty good. He was pretty humble and gave glory to God for this. He did. A few days after, he gave God all the glory for this. I mean, that happening to him, that photo of him, crouching on the ground, obviously, like, it looks like he's praying, you know? He says he prays anytime he has a prediction. Prophecy / prediction.
I'm still pretty...
prophecy prediction. I see.
Yeah, I'm still pretty skeptical of that.
Yeah, so that's why. Okay, let's watch it. Let's watch another video because oh my goodness, there has been so much media on this. This event was huge. It's crazy. We had the debate, and then I had somebody say to me the other day, the debate seemed too good to be true because it was just like Biden just fumbling around, and so obviously Trump won, and then you have all these Democrats like, you know, rejecting Trump, even SNL making jokes about Biden, you know, and literally like 11 million views, and everybody in the comments was like, oh, now we can joke about Biden? Like, now we can say that he has a bad memory because SNL is finally admitting it?
Well, I mean, like, Gen Z's already been making fun of him long before, like, way before that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like, the amount of memes that I've seen about Joe Biden is insane.
Yeah. No, me too. Me too. That's true. Here's the Pulp Fiction clip. This is like what happened to Trump. Okay.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance.
It's sideways. Let's pull up another one until we get that one figured out. Also, I'm gonna edit it down a little bit because it's we don't have to watch the whole thing. We're just gonna watch.
Respect, and I don't claim to be a political analyst, but I ain't seen or heard from this woman in about 4 years, and she pop up at the Team USA training camp. And watch this. This is the coldest part because they finna look at her like, what the hell you doing here? You know how that one family member just pop up at the barbecue who you ain't seen in hella long? Like, where the hell you been at? We ain't seen you in forever. This what this feels like. Like, this, I don't get it. Maybe y'all know more than me, but this is wow. Let's talk about it. I don't.
Oh my goodness. No, that's hilarious. I honestly...
Yeah, where has Kamala been?
I feel like she's been like just absent for a while. And I mean, we had VJ come on last week and talk about Kamala Harris and how she was the affirmative action vice president, which you guys should totally go check out. Yeah. It was a very interesting conversation. I think I was thinking about things. I think he kind of like brought a little insight into some things that I wasn't thinking about. So it was a pretty cool conversation to have with VJ and his own personal experience with that. But Kamala Harris is just like, there are some people on the internet, okay, who they don't talk about politics, but they always talk about how she just makes her speeches.
Yeah.
Like, she's
just kind of dislikable.
I just can't do her speeches. I can't watch them. But yeah, she's been gone.
I can't do the laugh.
And she's like barely.
Yeah, where has she been? Seriously.
Where has Kamala Harris been? I love the
border? Probably not.
No, the caption says no disrespect. Hashtag Kamala
Oh,
Harris.
there's a lot of disrespect. Just because you say no disrespect doesn't mean there's no disrespect.
It's like when you say no offense, but then you say something very
See, I just associate Kamala Harris with like a caregiver at this point. Honestly, like I've seen her like
a caregiver.
Yeah, dude. Oh, come on. Like every time she like tries to pardon Biden while he's on stage, or just like he says something weird, and then she's just like, it's like you're like the caregiver who's like trying to make the elderly person feel accepted.
That
in the
sounded
room.
like what's her name? His wife when she. After he did the debate, where she was like, "You did it, Joe." Like, you look like you're talking to a 4-year-old. You wrote your name. Good job.
She's a caregiver. She's a caregiver. I know. Can you imagine if like Trump had some VP? Just like switch around Trump and Biden in your mind, and imagine Trump being treated this way by like Kamala or by the room, and you just can't see it because he would be like, he's like normal. He'd be like, what? Like,
yeah.
What did you just say to me? Like, okay.
Step upon me, blood in my dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be, and niggas trying to take my life away.
Everything.
That's crazy though.
Goodness.
Because I couldn't imagine ever doing. I don't ever have interest in getting tattoos. So this is just insane that he actually decided to capture a moment in history and just was like, "Yep, this is my new tattoo." Okay.
I mean, the fact that the man stood up in front of the flag like that. That's gonna earn votes. Like,
I know.
that on itself.
I love how they also included the female.
Yeah, they included the female who was too small. Why did they hire her to be a Secret Service agent? She's smaller than him. He's like 6'4".
I think that she should do well in other places, but specifically for President Trump, she's way too short for a guy who's like 6 something.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Her head's like below the shot. Like, it's just not gonna work.
The music. All I think is the music. It makes it so dramatic.
I love that.
It's like cinematic and
that was a G moment. Oh, someone said about Kamala, she's been conspiring and plotting on how to take over.
Oh, I saw. Okay, I don't know why I didn't save this one. I saw this video, but this guy again doesn't do politics at all. But he just had to just do a video.
Think you right on that one.
It was where Joe Biden was coughing, like doing like the death cough, and then every single cough he did a Kamala. He pretended to be Kamala Harris, and he did like a little smiley face, like an evil laugh. And then when he'd stop coughing, she'd go back to normal face. But then when he'd cough again, back again.
Wasn't there like a meme of like Kamala like rolling Biden in his wheelchair like off a cliff or something like that? Well, no, that must have been when he first won. Anyway, okay, what's another one? Let's pull up another one. Oh man, you know what's so funny? My pastor's like, stop making fun of Biden just because he's old, you know? And I'm like, honestly, this man has done so much damage from the border. Like, I don't care that he's old, you know? Like, it's like it's probably the people around him, around his circle. It's more their fault than anything. Yeah. But like, I remember what it was like dealing with my grandma, and I'm always bringing her up because I just remember how stubborn she was, and that was fully on her. Like that was coming. It is coming from him, even though he's old.
Okay, so this clip right here. Okay, so this little screenshot of. What is it? Asian Americans from
how did this get in there? I must have accidentally airdropped that.
But hold on. This is what we were talking about last week. So if you guys want to go ahead and watch our last episode again, go ahead and check it out.
I'll just give a summary of it. So this man, VJ, he's Indian Asian American. He wanted to apply for med school. He was an average student. So then he did not have the average GPA to really get into med school. So he posed as a black man. And his chances from an Asian being 18% to get into Harvard Med went to 76% getting into Harvard Med as a black man. And that's why Asian Americans, a lot of them fight against affirmative action. So that's what this clip was referring to. And that's what the last week's podcast was about, was his story and his book, Almost Black.
Yeah. That was a really cool one.
Yeah. No, that seriously was.
What's that say?
Oh, wait. Can we pause this one
Okay,
really quickly?
that's not my song.
Can we pause this one? Okay. So everyone's saying like, oh, okay, there's all this controversy about Amber Rose, right? Amber Rose being in the RNC and like all this. I mean, what did you think when you heard that? What do you think about the RNC in general, Ellie?
Okay, I didn't watch any of the clips from the RNC.
Totally threw you off there.
At all. Oh my goodness, this clip. Okay. No. I did not watch the RNC, okay, what happened at the convention, okay? But the Republicans, they're doing some interesting stuff these days.
Yeah, they're just, let's just say it's not really Christian. Like, it's not, if they're trying to win the Christian vote, they're kind of like...
No, they're quite failing at it. I think that they're trying to please two masters, and you can't ever do that.
That is so true. That is exactly what they're trying to please two masters. I mean, okay, Amber Rose, I don't know why people think she's such a pull. I mean, I think of her, I think of how she dated Kanye, and then I think of this clip with Eric Andre that I used to laugh at when I was like 14 years old. Okay, let's pull up the clip.
What's that say?
Okay, that's not my song.
How did you get your start?
I started.
Hey, Amber, it's me, Dusty.
Tara's really enjoying this video.
And then they had the robot Hannibal over there.
If we can go back to that one thing where he's like, I survived for this. Well, actually, it would have been better written.
I've been laughing about this for like 10 years.
I survived for this would probably be the better thing for this instead of I almost died for this.
This is that
he
clip
survived.
Is what I think of when I think of Amber Rose.
Oh my goodness. I do like her makeup. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know why she stays bald though.
It's not my
again, not Christian really, because you're not supposed to be bald like women, you know.
Well, you know what? Sometimes people have cancer, so I really don't.
Well,
judge when people don't have.
Also
okay.
shave
Well, you
my
know
head.
what? There's people that.
I
do
don't
it
think
just
she has cancer.
No. I'm saying that.
No, I
for
feel
people
that.
who cannot have long hair.
Yeah.
You know, but. You know, we were talking about before coming on, guys. That we noted it says influencer, but it cuts off, so it's just the L, and then on from that, we thought it said Lucifer.
Yeah, we both thought that said Lucifer Amber Rose, but no, it says influencer Amber Rose.
So that's amazing.
Is there any relation to those two things, Lucifer and influencer? Here I say that in a studio,
talking.
Trying to get people to tune in. No, I just look. We were just talking about this. Yeah, no, it's hard. I mean, I don't know. What did you say before we started? Do you remember?
Yeah, I mean, it's just. I think that there's like different types of influencers for everything. Like I follow a bunch of influencers, but in different obviously categories of life.
Yeah.
Like makeup influencers. I have a few of those. Book influencers.
Yeah.
Obviously politics. Like even politics has its own influencers.
Yeah, that's true.
So I always follow those people, but like.
I guess my prayer is that I want to like stay Christian. I want to stay like Christ centered.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's Christian influencers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But then that's a different walk you have to take, you know, because then you're like putting yourself out there, but it's like, you know, I'm still a sinner, you know, so it's like there's all this conviction, but it's like I'm trying to spread a good message. But anyway.
Puts up a three, won't go. Rebound Bosch, back out to Allen. His three-pointer, bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Okay, so you don't know what mewing is, do you?
No.
Okay, so mewing is what he did at the end with the little like this. Okay. So it's a whole entire thing. Okay. It's been around for at least, you know, just a little while now, but it's like to make your jaw sharper, like a more defined jaw. And what you do is you put your tongue at the roof of your mouth.
Oh, okay.
So it defines it a lot more better.
Yeah.
So that's what mewing is. And so they were just saying like the Secret Service when they shot him, it was like done.
Oh my goodness.
It was like a really good shot.
Like
so he was doing really good on it.
1.4 million million likes.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
As you can tell right there, people like this video a lot.
I know, dude. I can't believe people are laughing about it to this extent, though. I don't really find this one funny. Like, it's just like, It's kind of too far, you know? Like, it really was a miracle, you know?
I think it was pretty...
What the...
That's Trump mewing.
Christian's messing with us
That's
now.
Trump mewing.
No. Stop. So this is what he gets. Trump gets for putting himself out there.
Yes, this is what Gen Z...
Trying to save this country.
Sorry.
This is what Gen Z does to him. I'm sorry, Trump, on behalf of my whole generation. It ain't
It's
right.
funny.
It ain't right. Okay, what's the...
Puts up a
Oh my goodness. See the Taylor Swift? It says Taylor Swift fans if they were boys, the Swifties of politics.
Yes, that was totally a fake tattoo.
I know, but that's just hilarious though. I totally
No,
feel
that's
that
true.
because like I feel like that's just a really good comparison. Taylor Swift fans if they were boys.
Yeah, the dad's just like on the phone all day, like talking to his brother, like just like,
did you hear about this?
Like, what happened? What happened? How did this happen? How could Secret Service be so dumb?
Somebody said my dad said he was ready for war. Boy, it was never that deep.
Boy, it was never that deep. And this person has children too. Maybe that's why they didn't want to. Maybe that's why they don't want war. That's the thing. Like I hear so many young people talk about war on the left and right side, and it's like I feel like the only people who don't want war are just people who have kids because they understand like how awful that would be, you know. And it's like
I don't want war.
I don't want war either. But people are really saying they're ready for war on like all sides. It's awful. Okay, what's the next clip here? Is that from... That's from Aliens... Monsters versus Aliens, right?
I don't know.
That's definitely from Monsters versus Aliens.
Oh my goodness. Okay, but that's so true though. He's getting carried away. He's like...
Secret Service is like, stop. Trump probably knew that the problem was already being addressed. No, wait. Yeah, he's...
It seems like something one of my friends would send me.
Yeah.
Like this looks like something compared like the guy's side of TikTok.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I can think of I'm thinking of a few people who would send me this. And it's
Okay,
just,
wait.
like,
What is a
hilarious.
negroid? What is that? What is that?
I don't know.
We need Christian to come in here and
Hold
tell
on,
us
hold
what that means. Somebody tell me what that
Okay,
means.
hold on.
Let's
The
ask
Republican
Siri.
Party welcomes prayers offered
What
by
is a negroid?
demons. She's just live searching it up, guys.
Here's what I found.
Outdated term for grouping of...
It's outdated.
Okay.
Of what? Why are they laughing outside?
Laughing at me. Okay, it's racist. All right, okay.
We can hear.
I didn't realize that. Okay. Anyway, they're laughing at me in there. Okay.
Everybody outside is laughing at us now.
Okay, anyway, the Republican Party.
Okay. Oh yeah, we did see that. Was it Harmeet Dillon? That she was praying, right? Prayers offered to demons. Well, this isn't surprising. What is surprising is that.
Wait a minute. Why would they put negroid there? That's so racist.
I don't know. You know what? It's the internet, okay? It's not a surprise at this point.
I didn't even watch the RNC, so I don't even know.
Claimed Christ in the audience Saturday. That's interesting. So that's what we were talking about. How they're trying to serve so many different masters and appease so many different people. So we're a welcoming party, right? That's what they're thinking. They're like, we want this religious, I don't know.
Oh my gosh,
group to like us. We want this type of
that's
people.
weird because earlier my pastor was watching the RNC and he was saying that they were talking about Christ. So I guess I need to just watch it.
Well, I feel like the fact that, I think that they're saying about this particular thing. Like, they didn't comment on the fact that she was praying to her gods.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Which
is a sin against Christ, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as a Christian, you should be like raising your eyebrow and saying, "Well, why are we doing this? We're supposed to be a party that has Christian values."
And now they're like all inclusive,
right?
Like 2008 Democrats.
Well,
sadness. I finally start placing faith in the Lord.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this is from the Inside Out thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I disagree with this one though, because you gotta feel your sadness.
Sadness after Riley starts placing. Well, you know what? I feel like sometimes it will go away eventually. Like I feel like
you just become more fulfilled. You like have purpose in your sadness.
Right.
You're not just sadness in the void of death. Sorry, I had mental health problems.
Oh my goodness. I feel like once after you get over your sadness, placing your faith in the Lord, you start realizing everything's all right. So
yeah, exactly.
It's pretty valid.
Okay, what's the next one?
I did see this one. Yeah,
we like that one.
Yeah, that was a valid one.
Bye.
If you believe Donald Trump's first term was dangerous, I want you to think for a moment about what a second term would look like.
The free world must embrace its national foundations. It must not attempt to erase them or replace them. Wise leaders always put the good of their own people and their own country first. The future does not belong to globalists. The future belongs to patriots.
He loves that flag.
No, that was actually a solid,
I have a tear in my eye right here.
She's crying from the emotions.
No, that was awesome. I liked that.
That was actually really good.
Yeah.
Like with the music, how they put in all the Trump speech. That was actually really good.
And can I just say
whoever did that was amazing.
Yeah, no, that was really good. Yeah. And can I just say that dang, Bernie Sanders is getting old. Did you see his face? I mean, like, holy
I'm coming to you once
on that
again
one.
for more money. You know that one clip? Yeah. I'm totally butchering what he said, but he's like, I need more money, guys.
I'm starting to look at old people and just thinking about, like, dang, you're probably in Depends now.
You know what? Okay. Don't get me started on, like, age limit stuff because, like,
because you like old people?
No.
I like old people.
It's like, okay, old people, they're great, but have you not seen our government lately?
Is all old?
Yeah.
Well, Benjamin Franklin was like 80.
Okay, but you realize that most of our founding fathers were like literally children now, considered children from today's perspective.
No, they were old.
No.
Hamilton and
no,
in the beginning of the war they were like young men.
They were all very young, and
towards the actual like.
But the thing is,
passing of things, they were like getting old.
But they still did all of this at such a young age.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like, man,
we'll go back.
We need some people to start
generations.
Doing it. We need some people to start stepping up, guys. Okay.
I'll do it. I'll step up.
Yeah.
I know what the word negroid means now.
No, my goodness.
I can step up against that.
Fighting
J.D. Vance, in his own words.
I'm a never Trump guy. I never liked him. As somebody who doesn't like Trump, I might have to hold my nose and vote for Hillary Clinton. I didn't vote for Trump because I can't stomach Trump. I think that he's noxious, him being really outrageous and offensive.
On Twitter, Vance called Trump, quote, reprehensible, an idiot, and Vance loves Mitt Romney.
I'm a never Trump guy.
That's the real J.D. Vance.
Oh, okay. So that's very interesting because J.D. Vance, if you guys, I'm sure you all know, is currently the running mate for President Trump. I think that's a very interesting pick. Now, I actually know J.D. Vance because of his book, Hillbilly Elegy, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I actually have that book at home. I haven't read everything, but I've read quite a big chunk of the book, and I knowing his story, and his story is pretty cool actually if you read it. It reaches a different population and talks about a lot of issues that people don't ever bring up when it comes to like impoverished white people in like the Appalachian area, right? Because there's like people there that we don't think about who really don't know how to read, right? We always think of them as, it's a really big problem, I feel like.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
That's crazy, though. I honestly don't even have an opinion on that, because it's just like, I just heard that he was...
I have been hearing about this, and people have been very, just a little, I don't know about J.D. Vance, but I don't know. I don't know him well enough to
But that
know
was
anything,
crazy. Yeah, he did
say that.
Trump, yeah.
He did say that.
That's wild.
But I don't know...
He's talking like I used to.
I don't know how people... or if he's changed so much. But I think Trump, he always picks people strategically.
Yeah. No, yeah, he's very, like, yeah, I mean.
He's a businessman. He's going to choose, like, somebody that he thinks is suitable.
Yeah.
But everybody else is kind of thinking that he's not.
Yeah.
So.
Also, do you notice that he chose his VP right after an assassination attempt?
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, that's right. You wanted to do this one.
Yeah.
What was this one for again? Did you wait? What?
This
when
is just
did you
a
want
general.
to start playing this? When was it that?
Yeah, right now is fine.
Okay, but hold on. Wait,
there's a lot of bad words.
Why don't we just skip to the part where? Hold on. Can you do like the skim through, like, so you could see real quick? I don't know how to say it. I don't know if you understand
Just
me.
like eating the boba with a straw, like a fork.
Yeah. Okay. Where was the part where the guy comes out of the bathroom? That's right before.
There's the most replayed.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, there it is.
Right there. Yeah, perfect.
That gun was bigger than him.
Knock that shit off if I was you. Die, you motherfucker!
And so you're saying this is Trump?
That's Trump.
Okay. Okay, and we can stop it there.
No, don't stop it.
Going?
No, because there's like a whole scene.
Really? Okay.
Okay, wait, skip ahead like 10 seconds. Cause yeah. Vincent is gonna go talk to him now.
Why the fuck didn't you tell us somebody was in the bathroom?
Yeah, he's gonna talk to. Okay, right there. Yeah, right there. Like right
See
after
the
he's gonna
size
talk
of
to
that
him.
gun he fired at us? It was bigger than him.
Yeah, this part. That was Trump. That's Trump looking back at the bullets like.
We should be fucking dead, man.
I know we was lucky.
No. That shit wasn't luck.
Yeah, maybe.
This was divine intervention.
Oh.
You know what divine intervention is?
I think so. That means that God came down from heaven and stopped the bullets?
That's right. That's exactly what it means. God came down from heaven and stopped these motherfucking bullets.
I think it's time for us to leave, Jules.
Don't do that. Don't fucking blow this shit off. What just happened here was a fucking miracle.
Chill, Jules. This shit happens.
Wrong. This shit doesn't just happen.
Do you want to continue this theological discussion in a car or in a jailhouse with the cops?
We should be fucking dead, my friend. What happened here was a miracle, and I want you to fucking acknowledge it.
All right, it was a miracle. Can we go now?
All right, we can cut the clip down. What happened with Trump was a miracle. What happened with Trump was a miracle, and I want you to acknowledge it. Wait, what's that? What's that Jim Carrey one?
Oh my goodness. We're like, what's that?
Let's just click on it. I feel like I'm online right now.
No.
Like,
I mean, okay. That's
like
just actually
twitch.
crazy. So, yeah.
I want you to acknowledge it.
I guess that kind of ties into what we were talking about earlier about divine intervention. And so I guess that does kind of like...
God came down from heaven and stopped the bullets.
Oh, like this. Perfect.
Take a look what happened.
There you go.
No, it's so true. I mean, even if, okay, like you, and then you had multiple factors too. Like the aim was off a little bit in the beginning because the shooter noticed people noticing him. At least that's what I heard. So that's what most of this stuff is. And I heard this, I heard that. But that, when I heard that, I was like, that makes sense. That the shooter was, his aim was slightly off because he was distracted from people. And that's why it was already, he was aiming for the side of Trump's head, and then Trump just happened to move his head to do one of those, like, you know, like those things that he does. And, like, you can't tell me that wasn't God. So we should just be thanking God right now, honestly.
Right.
We should be like, okay, we were all praying for this country. We were all praying for the save, you know, for America to be saved. And God just performed a miracle. Like Trump had a one-on-one experience with Christ in that moment. And he probably will change a little bit, you know, if it really affects him.
Yeah, I think he would only be human to change a little bit. What are the comments
Trump
saying?
picked okay, wait. Secret Service went to pick up J.D. Vance right after President Trump got shot. I think they were aware J.D. was the pick prior. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Trump picked his VP because it was the Republican convention. Please elaborate.
Yeah, so
I'm sure it was contingency in case something happens to President Trump. I see. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's pretty interesting. Do we have any other clips so we can show while the Emilio show is answering and elaborating? Nothing mysterious.
What?
Nothing mysterious. I don't get it.
I don't
Okay,
get it
let's just move on to the next clip.
No, I mean, that's just crazy. And guys, for those of you who don't know, we know some of these clips, not all of them. Some of these are just plain reactions or just like.
Yeah, Ellie was not. See, if you probably don't want to watch Pulp Fiction, dude.
Well, my dad showed me that video.
Yeah, it's really
something new. At least that scene in particular.
Yeah, don't watch the movie, dude. It's gnarly. Okay, so that was all the videos.
Videos we have.
Christian says he has one more. Let's watch it. Is it going to be one of those scare videos? Are we going to get scared? Or are we going to get Rick rolled? I can't tell.
My
okay, 1 minute.
One
okay.
of my friends are literally obsessed with Rick rolling me at any second she gets.
He said JD fans.
What?
Trump picked his VP because it was. This is my problem with my dad. He talks and I just have no idea what he's talking about sometimes. Okay, this whole thing was a setup to kill President Trump.
Oh wow!
Like even the rally being there, like everything, the whole thing.
I mean,
is Secret Service that dumb?
Okay,
not anymore,
Secret
right?
Service
They're gonna.
knew, it's been confirmed that they knew beforehand, before he was shot, that they had eyes and target on him. There's already a video confirming this, that they already had a target on him, but they did not get any clearance to shoot the guy, which is crazy because when you see somebody pointing a gun at a president, you're not going to wait till it goes off.
Yeah.
Obviously they did, but you're not going to wait till it goes off and then decide to shoot the guy. You kind of want to prevent that beforehand. Maybe even go up there and talk to him to see what if you don't want to shoot him, to go up there and talk to him then.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just kind of seems very weird. Like,
so on the left side.
Look, they're all pointing.
Yeah, we have real time.
Yeah,
so
someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down. You see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And still I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a Senate.
What's happening?
And to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever.
Plenty of time to eliminate the
threat.
Look, and it's
there he
not
is.
easy, because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here. And it's much tougher than if it happened. Ever. In recorded history, we had the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are so damn boring, I try and explain that. Oh, there's it. Wow. You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that says, I hope he's turning this way. Be careful, guys.
We got breaking news. Coming
He's up. He's up. Shots are still continuing to be fired. He's giving a thumbs up, everybody. He's giving a thumbs up. Breaking news right now. This is Vanessa Broussard reporting to you live from Butler, Pennsylvania. We hear shots fired at the rally not 10 to 15 minutes after President Trump arrived. He hit the ground. Unheard of yet if he has been hit by gunfire. Secret Service quickly erupted.
We can see the guy
See the snipers on the building behind the...
I think they hit him because the guy he looks dead.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was really hard to watch because oh my gosh, you had that woman like screaming, the one that lost her husband. Oh,
right.
So you could just see her like screaming.
I know,
like,
and
I can't. Oh, especially after watching that, it's just like God. Like I cannot believe that people are like, just like I don't know. Yeah, it's just like they're just like not taking it seriously at all, you know, and it's really actually pretty disturbing.
I know.
Especially seeing that video in particular, because it was just like they really did a good job of like encapsulating what it really felt like to be there.
That was a very intense and really good put together. They got so many different angles, and it's really in depth. I don't know why it felt like watching what's that movie, Civil War, where they're like on the ground and they were taking, especially with the footage of them actually taking that one shot.
Well, that shot, if you notice, like that camera did not look, that camera that took the iconic photo, like it didn't even look like a super expensive camera. It looked like somebody's like Canon with like a kind of nice lens on it, but it was like
Washington Post, I think. They were the ones
they might have bought it. It looked like
yeah.
such an average person bought like that picture
close.
Was probably.
I think like.
Oh my gosh! It was like Civil War because that
Did
picture.
you not see that? That's immediately what I
didn't
thought
even
of.
think about, dude. Oh my gosh! It's just yeah, because they got the photo that was worth. Whoa! But in Civil War, the president died, and then in real life, he didn't die, and it's a photo of.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a movie.
I know. That's what I was saying right now. I immediately got Civil War vibes, and I was like,
holy
wow.
crap! When life gets more entertaining than media.
Yeah, this is insane. I mean, I think to take away from this is like, I think the media is, I mean, the internet itself is just so
just God help that
terrible
woman who lost her husband.
Because
oh, that was so
they're not
awful.
taking any of this seriously or respecting the fact that that guy did die.
You just go out to a rally with your family and then one of them dies.
Right. But I think this, again,
a shot that was aimed for the president.
Raising
Jesus, help us.
The point that
okay, this has been a wake-up call for me.
No, but Trump also said afterwards that RFK needs to get Secret Service.
Okay.
Did you see that? He sent out a thing right after saying, like, you know, this is even more proof why RFK needs to get Secret Service, because he's been declined it, even though he literally he's doing really well and is getting so much attention. He really does need security. He's currently has his own, but like Secret Service would be so much more better, I think.
Okay, we're about to go into a rabbit hole right now. Doug Mills, the photographer who captured one of the bullets whizzing millimeters away from Trump's head. So he took the photo of one of the bullets. Holy crap. That was supposed to be the photo. That was supposed to be the photo that was the famous one. Mm-hmm. That one, because that bullet that's right there should have been in his head. That was their plan. And he got the picture of it. And of course they just hired some random kid who has an AK, who's probably depressed incel, to like be a part of this plot, because when he dies, everybody's like, oh, that's just a nobody, so it's just like a lost, like you can't like go down that rabbit hole because he's just like some kid, so he's a pawn, you know. But like that picture right there is supposed to be the picture of Trump getting shot, but it's not. It's a picture of Trump turning his head, the bullet going right past him, and then Doug Mills seems to have a knack for being in the right place at the right time. So this guy, Doug Mills, was at this rally. I want to know, too, did Doug Mills take the photo of Trump standing up, the photo that obviously wasn't planned, that basically made it so Trump is going to be president, that picture? On September 11th, 2001, he was the one who captured the infamous photo of Chief of Staff Andy Card whispering into the ear of President Bush during a visit to Emma E. Brooker Elementary School in Sarasota, Florida, to give him the word that the plane crashes into the World Trade Center. I don't know if you know about that, but like,
yeah, I know that.
Yeah, like I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was something about Bush's reaction to that.
Oh well,
that was
he
interesting.
continued. He had to he kind of processed, and he continued on because he was at an elementary school. But I think that's crazy that Doug was at both of these historic events, to be able to capture these. That's insane. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Did we have any more stuff?
Yeah, I did say part of the plan, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, okay? That is crazy. You've seen Civil War. That was supposed to be the photo of Trump getting shot with a bullet in his head, but it's not. It's a shot where it's barely missed, and then the infamous shot that we got was Trump standing up, and he just happened to be barely doing one of those Trump things where he turns his head to it's almost like he's at a dinner table and he's talking all that to the person next to him. It's like that Trump thing that he does, and that thing happens to save his life. That's too coincidental. I'm sorry. Even if this whole thing was planned and it was all supposed to be an accident, it's the probability of him being shot in the head was too high. It was too high. This was a miracle. This was nothing less than a miracle. I'm sorry. That was supposed to be the shot. Anyway.
Oh,
That's why it was a setup. I've provided security in the Marines. This is a commenter, by the way.
Okay.
And as a police officer, these failures are elementary. The Secret Service's failures were elementary. They were elementary. It's crazy. It's almost like Trump seems in the dark on this. He's just it just made him seem more authentic. I'm really just trying to save the country here. I'm really trying to help this world. And, you ask him why he wants to be president, and he always has really logical, heartfelt answers. And when you ask Biden why he wants to be president, he's like, oh, go. Let's just watch the Biden clip again. Can we just watch the Biden clip again? I'm just rambling now. But Ellie, do you have any? Oh, wait.
Die of a gunshot wound than any other reason. That's stunning and that is sick. An AR-15 was used in the shooting of Donald Trump, just as it was an assault weapon that killed so many others, including children. It's time to outlaw them. I did it once and I will do it again. More children in America.
That's weird. Did he said many people, including children. Did he forget about the guy at the rally who got shot? Why didn't he bring up that guy?
That guy actually, his name is Corey. He was a chief, a fire chief, a father of...
That's really
heartbreaking. Husband, all those things that you say at a gravestone.
You could just see, if you scroll back in our video, you can see the footage of his wife screaming. Oh, it's just God help us.
I think that he's somebody that should be remembered because he died a hero, using his body as a shield for his wife and daughter.
Yeah, but it's still
died a hero.
Maybe died a hero, but his wife is
okay. But kind of talking about the gun violence thing. Now, the reason why we have gun violence, I feel is because I think most of the time that we have gun violence is because of accidents. People will shoot guns on accident all the time. That's why I'm a very strong advocate for gun safety. Being able to, not safety, but I'm talking about education about how to use guns properly. Because you need to know that for guns, just because the I I don't know all the terminology for a gun, but because the what's it called? The bullets, the thing that has the bullets, the chamber puts it in the side of the chamber, there could be like a bullet stuck in there, and then somebody pretends to shoot it, and then they shoot somebody accidentally.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of different things. I don't know any of the terminology for it, but I just know that you have to take a safety class when operating a gun because it's so important. But this is the guy who did die. That's talking about him. He looks very young too. He doesn't look that old, and that's his 2 daughters. I think he only has 2, and one of them did comment. She wrote a whole entire post about her father, and it's crazy because a whole entire like town, it will probably be mourning the loss of him because he was such. I feel like he was probably a prominent figure in his community. Like he's an important guy.
It's really just heartbreaking, honestly. I don't even have anything to say. But yeah, you know, just quickly going back to the conspiracy theorist thing, it's like, yeah. So right now, I guess the narrative is kid with AK, was it AK 47? Was it an AK? What was it?
I don't know.
Okay, kid with an AK is smarter than Secret Service. And yet I'm the conspiracy theorist. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. I'm ready to wrap up now. It's been an hour. I'm tired.
I know.
Also, I wanted to say I found this at the studio. And this is my cup given to me by Ruthless Americans. And Manuk from Late Night Loca podcast with Manuk Gregorian wrote Manuk's property on it. Which is like, bro, now every time I drink out of my cup, it's going to look like I stole from Manuk. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Oh my goodness. Everybody's going to be like, what?
No, they're going to be like, oh. I'm tired. I want to go home.
I'm depressed. Anyways, thank you guys so much.
But Trump survived.
Yeah.
Trump survived, thank God. And I just want to say just a prayer. God, just thank you for hearing our prayers in this country and hearing the desperation of people who truly believe in America, the people who do not want to tear down the foundation of this country, who have hope that it is not, and hope is confidence, God, and just the hope that, and the confidence that this country was built off of humanitarian values. It was built off of actually very biblical values, and that was very intentional. And I'm studying that more and more every day, and so we thank you, God, for listening to our desperation, listening to our prayers, and we would be having a completely different week if you didn't perform that miracle and, save Trump's life. And so we thank you for that, and we thank you for just everything you're doing for our country, and we just continue to pray for a better America. In Jesus' name, amen.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys, This is I think is such a powerful message for a lot of people to look at their own lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so much. Oh my gosh, look at this guy.
Because
you cannot.
You know what? I don't even think just that. It's just a great reminder of how close we are to death. No, it is true. You need to value your own life and not to waste away and do nothing about it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That's just what I have to say. I think it's a very big lesson for a lot of people, realizing that life is fleeting.
And don't take your government leaders who have actually like stuck their neck out for you for granted, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
okay.
But that's all we have to say, just late night ranting, talking about
it's
all
too
these
late.
memes.
It's too late right now. Go to 180shift.org if you feel like it. And thank you. Good night.
See ya.